Hi guys, this is overview number 3 for the Test Electronics FixtureduinoMini open source code for the FixtureduinoMini bed of nails test fixture. In the previous video we went over the subroutines for the demonstration tests. Now we're going to go into the debug. In debug we put custom tests that you might need to troubleshoot your board, troubleshoot little problems that you expect to incur. But what we've given you in here is test number 90 starts with power on UUT. So this debug goes from test 90 to 99. This just does power on. This one here, 91, returns keypad values. If you run this test and press the keypad, you're going to get some values starting at the right corner. You'll get 0 going all the way up to the left edge. You'll get 1024. So you're going to get somewhere between 0 and 1024 depending on where you press on the keypad. And this is kind of neat because it tells you exactly where your finger is. So if you want to put custom buttons on the keypad, you can get the number to acquire those custom buttons. So you can put a custom button on and find out where that button is, representative of the code that's returned, and then set up your code to run when that section is pressed on the keypad. Remote values is a very similar thing. You take your remote control, the button you press returns a number, and you can use that number to customize what the remote control does. Or you could even take a different remote control that, say, only the supervisor has, get the numbers that it acquires from that remote control and use that remote control to run custom values. The microphone test we include just lights up if you talk while the test is running, and it detects some noise. The rest of these tests, 94 through 98, are left empty so that you can customize as you see fit, so for you to build on. And they're right here, 94 to 95. They're just basically empty tests. If you run these tests, it's going to all of these are going to print to the LCD on line 1, which is the bottom line, number 12 in the array. And number 12 in the array is not programmed. So you'll also need to add to this array, add the numbers here, increment these numbers and increment these numbers, and then when you're down in your test, call out the number. Or you could just print and put your text in here. But it's better to keep especially the debug in the array because you probably won't review this much. And I know in the tests I told you if it's under 20 tests to not bother but putting it in an array. But if you're in debug, if you start putting it down here, you're going to start holding yourself back on what you can use in tests. So I'd advise to put it up in the array for debug. So that's basically summarizes what debug is. Now in the next video we'll go over, actually I've got enough time on this video where we can go over a little bit of what these tabs are and why they're organized the way they are, why it's such funky names here. It's a very simple reason. Don't change the names of these files if you're going to use the Arduino compiler. It's now at 1.0.3. I don't know if Arduino might change this in the future, but what it does is it loads these files in alphabetical order, and it then compiles the files from left to right. Now they're all in alphabetical order except for the project name, which is always going to be the first page. But the rest of these pages need to be compiled in this order, and the last one that's compiled is ZZ frame, and that's the framework. And the very last thing, of course, is the loop, which calls all these programs over here. So the file names and the tab names are very important. The tab name is the name of the file, basically. So that's why we've got ZZ frame to make sure that that is at the end. XA keypad, XB remote, XC serial. This is the infrared keypad remote control. This is the front panel keypad. I'm sorry, the resistive strip. So where you touch it on the resistor is the value it returns. This is the infrared remote control. And this is the serial. So I'm going to go over these in more detail in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this video and hope to see you on the next one.